Pre-test season. We're gonna have the Krusty crew facing off against the Castillo Calamity. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Stream's up. Let me just get it on the channel or into the self-promotion.
Traveling to Volskaya Industries.
There we go. Whoever's already watching. Damn, that was quick. But we are going to take place here first on Volskaya. First map of our stage 1 rotation. I didn't mean to put my own name there. Oop. There we go. That way we can get some people looking on as we go into map 1 with our two teams here. So Castillo, we are seeing the lineup of Griffin, Jimmy, Killer, Jordan, Penguin, Darth. Darth gonna be on the support. Looks like we will be seeing the Ash come out here in this scrim as well, getting played by Jimmy. Gonna be interesting to see her on that. She's been practicing a good bit, so I'm wondering how that'll turn out for her. On the opposite side, we're gonna be seeing the team of Dark Bear, Clorox, Chugger, Polgod, Feraligatron, Sampam, Jim Tim, and Star Fazbear. Kinda wondering what we're gonna see here on their part. So it looks like we are seeing a Ryan Zar, or not a Ryan Zar, but a Ryan Hog mixed with the Brigitte. Kind of an interesting mix-up. With the Farah, of course, coming out with the Sim, just trying to lock down the choke. On the opposing end, they are doing the Ryan Zarya with a Widow Ash, so double sniper in a different way with the Mercy Moira. Lots of heals. I mean, they got a lot they can do here. Oh, no, never mind. It's the other way around. The Sim's going to be used for attack. My bad. I looked at the wrong side. So, oh, they're going to use the Sim to go flank around on the opposite side. Not a bad idea, but it was not far enough up on the edge, so that's going to shut down their push real quick. It looks like Castillo is just waiting out the choke still. I mean, I don't think they have any idea that some already went around. So we will have to see how this turns out for him. There we go. Sim Telly is back up. One made it back across. The other two tanks are still stuck over here. Kind of a not having a good time so far with the teleport. There it goes. It's back up once again as the two tanks are pushing forward down the choke with Star. There you go. Having 3 go in the front. Gonna have 3 go in the back. Nice hook by Dark there to get Penguin. Gonna be the first pick as Fur will get the credit there. Gonna get him with the fire strike. However, we're gonna see Castillo quickly get 2. Killer gonna make it 3 for them as Clorox will get 1 as well for the Krusty crew. Res coming in by Darth will go off. Jordan getting Fur as well. Only 2 left here for Krusty, as they will be taken out. Just looking at everything that happened in that first push, as we do see Clorox swap to the Sim, just looked like a lot of in coordination. They were trying to go for the flank with the Sim teleporter, but literally the very first time they tried it, they lost 2 into the death zone there over the water. Second time they only got the brig back across, and the third time they just kind of split and went 3 and 3. That definitely cost them a lot of time, cost them 2 minutes. As now they are going to begin to push back in here. This time as a full group going mid, but it's already too late. Castillo already getting 2 ults, getting grabbed, and their coalescence, and getting 4 quick picks here. As we are seeing, I'm kind of intrigued here about what Krusty's doing with their strategy. They are running a lot of people and a lot of different things. We normally wouldn't see. Polgod on the Ana. Don't remember seeing them doing that much. Sam Pam, Jim Tim on the Zen. Don't remember seeing that a lot either with him coming into the league. Along with Fur on the main. Reinhardt, something new he's pulling out. He's been practicing it. Star on the Farah. Clorox, Chugger. Haven't got to see them hardly at all. As the Bob is coming out on the side of Castillo. At the back line, there it goes. Go, Bob, go. We'll get none, but however, we'll set up for a nice fat shatter. Instead, gonna end up getting 3 as Jimmy Dale will get a pick. And Star ends up taking herself out there with the rooftop. I will say it doesn't look like things are going the way of Krusty so far on this attack. They haven't had a lot of luck. They are constantly swapping around here now without a main tank. Going to be running May, Moira, or Mercy, so triple support here. 2 DPS and a tank. That tank being the Roadhog. Very, very strange combination here, but early pick by Sam Pam. Gonna take out Jimmy with an immediate res by Darth. Alrighty, understood. Nice. As the numbers for Castillo are back up to 6, they have, wow, 5 of their 6 ults ready to come out here, as we do see Krusty have one of theirs. However, 3 more picks falling in the favor of Krusty, and oh, we're gonna see Ferd knocked off the map. Shot before he hits the water, though. Even with the nano, he's gone. Castillo holding strong. There's just nothing they could do here on this attack phase. They're just getting taken out very, very often. As the Bob is going to come out here on the side of Castillo just to secure the spawn door. Nothing much you can do there. As round 1, full hold by Castillo. I mean, Castillo didn't even have to do much. They just played the choke and allowed their opponents to push into him. And of course, we saw, at least early on, the Krusty crew had some problems getting set up for an attack. They did try to take this left flank. However, ended up losing 2 on the first attempt, only getting 1 back across on the second. And finally by the third one, which had been a minute and a half at that point, they pushed in, weren't able to do much. I mean, they had some strong moments there once they start pushing in, but it just seemed Castillo kept getting the early picks in those fights. There wasn't much they could really do at that point, as the double sniper seemed to be taking them out frequently there. So we'll have to wait and see what Castillo runs going into this point. Looks like they'll be running 2-2-2. Rhines are gonna bring out the Lucio Moira, lots of AoE, along with the Reaper Genji. Not a bad combination. Not something we see a lot here in the current meta, but it's nice to see. Or at least the former GOATS meta. Kind of wondering where it'll shift from here. On the side of Krusty Crew, we will be seeing the Orisa. Gonna actually go double sniper, triple sniper, Diva, and Mercy. Also an interesting style. I'm kind of wondering what they can do with all this here. It seems like both of these comps are very unique, trying to pull out some new stuff with the Ashe, get some practice in. However, of course, you do got the Lucio speed boost here for Castillo, so they're quickly pushing in, just going straight through the Orisa shield. 2 quick picks early for Castillo. They're just pushing in. Dominant, they played a... That's what you call a very aggressive brawl. They just push straight through. That's a team wipe. Take the point, sub 30 seconds. Alright, the Calamity. Taking advantage of some of the issues Krusty had early on in this round, and just push straight through. Oh, I will say, Jimmy Dale getting played the game on the Ashe. One of the first Ashe plays we've got to see in these scrims so far. Woohoo, nice headshot, and another, and make it 2. Sniper duo taking out 3 there, going to Jimmy Dale, and I will say, getting to see the difference in these 2 teams' attack styles kind of put things into perspective. We saw that Castillo took advantage of the brawl style that's been very popular in recent metas, and they just pushed in. They pushed straight in with the Lucio with the speed boost, not giving the opponent any time to react. Pushing in with a brawl that's really tight and basically like termites on any wood surface, just eating away at their opponents really quickly, pushing the point. On the side of Krusty, at least early, it looked like they were out of sync, trying out some different things that it didn't quite work. They couldn't get the sim to work right away. I do think you should have tried it twice, and then if it didn't work, just regroup. I do like the creativity, though. It was a nice little shake-up of things. We'll say we're seeing some nice Ashe play coming out early here. I do like how we're already seeing some Ashe come out on both sides. Like we've been saying, she's a brand new hero. She's not going to be available for comp for at least 2 weeks. So, I mean, that's something to keep an eye out for as we head forward. But this is our pre-test season scrims. I mean, it's just kind of scrims before season starts. I mean, this upcoming week, we will be, of course, here in America, we'll be having Thanksgiving, where a lot of people will not be at home, kind of just traveling about. So we'll have some fun activities planned in the meantime. However, for now, we're getting some swaps. Clorox coming out for McCourta. Kind of a nice sub to come in there. I'm thinking that may put Fur and her maybe on support, or they might put Dark in on that spot. I'm not quite sure. There's a couple of these people I haven't got to see a lot of in scrims or anything, so I'm really excited to see what they can do. Along with that, on the side of Calamity, we're going to be seeing Shino coming in for Jordan McKenzie. I'm almost guaranteeing will be taking either DPS or support. I kind of can't tell with either of these lineups what they're going to do, so it's going to be interesting to see them continue on to Hollywood, map 2 of 5 here in our second scrim recorded here on the YouTube channel. And of course, for those of you that are in the Discord, keep an eye out. We have scrims all the time for teams. I'm just recording the ones I can get to. I think we do have a free agent scrim actually going on right now at the moment. If you're watching this live, so go check that out as well. Map 2, Hollywood. One of those maps where the choke is just as important as Volskaya. If they break the choke, you're going to have a lot of trouble keeping your team in a fight unless you can do very well on the point fighting. Well, let's kind of see what both teams are doing. We are going to see McCourta jump on the Mercy early. Darth will be reprising her role on that Mercy as well. Actually, was Lucio in that push that won Castillo the last map. Kind of a nice little shakeup. They can play a lot of supports and I think a couple of DPS as well. Have to look further into the hero pool. We are going to see Jimmy and Shino. Yeah, Shino coming in on the DPS, pulling out the Soldier 76 with a Sombra, maybe a Widow. There we go, Widow. Griffin continuing his role there on the Moira. Ryan is our pretty nice mix up there by Castillo. Got a nice bit of range, got a nice bit of shield, got a nice bit of everything there. Coming out on the defense early. Next up, we will be seeing our Krusty crew line up here on the attack. Maybe they can get something going here on Hollywood. They'll be running Doomfist, Tracer, Lucio, Mercy, Ryan Hog once again. Interesting combination to throw out in that department. It can be done. We have seen it done time and time again in previous games and scrims. Just kind of depends. We will see Polgod actually swapping to the Genji Mei. Interesting combination there. No Ashe, surprisingly. Early sleep on the Dark, and that's going to give a quick... looks like the ult edge is falling quickly in the favor of... Well, neither team at the moment, as neither has gotten an edge. There you go. Killer going to get the first pick of the matchup. Going to be rezzed immediately by McCourta. Gimme Dodo going to immediately pick Star. Killer going to get another pick, getting Fur this time. Pole actually jumped back to the Doomfist before coming out. So they're going to try to keep it alive here. Just McCourta, Sam, Pam, and them. However, no, Castillo staying tight-knit and just pushing forward. As they will trap Pole behind their lines and take him out. Krusty trying to come on in here. They're down 1 entering this fight. Oh, make it 2. The stagger. Well, no, will be res though. Sam Pam back up there by the Mercy res by McCourta. Right now they're just trying to get into the choke. I mean, they were able to push in, but at the same time, Castillo, see, they're trying to go in through this side right room. You don't want to do this. It leaves too much close space. And already with the tag visor is going to be Shino. Asada going to get 1, Jimmy going to get 2, and Darth going to get the res. So Castillo not losing anybody in this fight as they will basically get a team wipe as the Nano Rhine comes out. Nice timing as well on the charge. Going to get the Mei right as they come out of Ice Block. Still saving Shatter as well. So they have a decent ult coming into this one. We are seeing Krusty coming in with a potential 5 ults entering this fight. Once again, it seems like they're having problems once they push in and where to push in. They tried to push in from this little right room. I would just pushing straight into point. There you go. Go straight for it. As Penguin Guy gonna get another charge already onto Star. And I don't get why they keep trapping themselves in this little right room. There you go. They will get the beat drop. Hoping to get something. Shatter out on the side of Krusty and Castillo. Krusty's will get one at least. As we are seeing Krusty kind of push Castillo off the point now. Here you go. They are getting something going here with the beat drop. All it took was the picks going in the right direction here for Krusty. They are just pushing back their opponents into the cafe. Or commissionary, whatever that means. But hey, there you go. Castillo trying to get back to the point. Not going to get it. Oh, Darth going for the rest right in front of Dark. Interesting push there. Usually you don't see pushes into the right room work. However, they had just enough health to push through with that sound barrier, the beat drop. And it allowed them to push through. And once they got those few picks they needed from it, they were able to go off. They flipped the battle quickly in their favor. As they closed the distance in on the snipers finally, they didn't have room to work. And their ranged characters were forced to come into close quarters combat, which this team of Krusty is really going for with kind of more of a grab and pick style, where they just have the hog drag people back into the team so they can get nice picks. Well, Poe gonna win the Widow battle, but have it res, so I guess technically 0-0. Entering this as they're going around the general store, going to the next to the saloon. Poor Penguin caught in the middle of the opposing team. We do have the Blizzard coming out, going to catch a Griffin on the payload. Penguin's going to get caught on the very outskirts of it. Poe winning the sniper battle once again, getting Jimmy Dale. Fur and Sam Pam going to end up taking out the Lucio and Ryan respectively. Not their opposites, but taking them out nonetheless. Shino going for the attack visor from behind, going to get one. As McCourta will get the res in the middle of it as well, even getting dropped down by Keller. Not going to stop them though. They will get the res, however, Shino, nice attack. We are seeing a Diva Bomb coming out on the side of Calamity. They will get one. And it does look like this fight's taking a quick turn in the favor of Castillo, as they will get a res, reviving their only down soldier. And they will be back to 6 numbers. They'll be back to 6. We did see a good little push there by Krusty. They did hold the momentum they had built up from taking first point. Got very far on the map. Almost flew to second, or third point, actually, which is really nice to see. They are turning around their gameplay a little bit. They're getting some better ult economy. I think that Lucio is better suited for their style here. They are a bit more aggressive. As we are seeing Dark, early pick there. Gonna give Krusty a bit of an early edge in this fight. We'll see where this goes. Nice shatter by Fur. Will instantly kill one. Gonna get shattered as 3 will be going down here from Castillo's shatter. Not gonna get any cleanup until Jimmy Dale will get Sam. Okay, so the fight's pretty even, 5 apiece. We are gonna see Penguin charge off the point though. Shino getting a nice Helix kill onto the opposing Reinhardt. Make it 2 as he's also gonna get McCourta. However, Poe gonna fight back as Shino, making it 3. Poe gonna make it 2. DPS are having a nice little fight here to see who can get the most picks. If we're going to be technical, Shino's going to win that one 3-1 as the res comes out by Darth. I will say I kind of like the staggering of ults we're seeing here on the side of Castillo. They're using them in this nice little tempo. As soon as they get 1 or 2, they save them till they have 3 or 4. Use 1 or 2. Continue this little up, down, keeping enough ults to fight opposing ults. That's kind of what you want to do here. As if you can see an advantage to get, let's say, use 1 shatter and get 3 down, go for it. And as soon as you do it, follow up. As we will see Jimmy Dale get a pick here in the Widow 1v1 wars. One high and above, as we are going to see Shino pulling that tag visor. We know how powerful it can be. Going to get 1. Make it 2. Going to get McCourta. She flies through there. 3 as it gets Sam. 4. Going to take out the opposing soldier. One man army by Shino here, pulling out the ult. Getting all the space in the world. Going to make it 5 by the end of the conflict. Alrighty. And the tag visor is coming out on Krusty's side, but immediately shut down by Penguin. Heck of a defensive hold there, right at the gates of point 3 on the side of Castillo, as we will now be seeing them entering the attacking phase.
Initiating match.
Oof, there we go. I mean, Krusty Crew did a better job here on Hollywood than they did on the previous map, Volskaya. When they saw that wasn't working, they did mix it up a bit coming in through this top left side. However, I still... that fight in the little right room over here could have gone a lot differently if they didn't have that sound barrier during that one push. If it wasn't for it, they had 4 people trapped in a small room with a lot of damage able to come in. However, with that barrier, they were able to keep the fight alive and get 2 quick picks by the Roadhog, which is Dark Bear, I believe, and they were able to push through. However, I do think in the future you got to try to fight for this choke. Well, yes, it's a little more closed in, I guess, when it comes to options. It gives you a bit more maneuverability as we look right here at the choke as our teams get ready to come out here. You have a bit more space to work. You can come around the car on the left or right. You can push straight in to fight the team in this open area right here, which, even with the snipers they were running, I think would have been a better idea than closing yourself off in this tiny room. As if they see you're heading here, they just got a free shooting range. At least out in the open you have some place to move, but entering off, we're seeing the Hook and Holt with double snipers. Sombra Moira on the side of Krusty Crew trying to defend here. On the side of Castillo, we're going to see Sombra. We're going to see the Sombra, Ash, Ryan, Czar, Lucio, and Mercy. Kind of a similar strat to what they ran on Volskaya, just bringing in the Sombra. Oh, nice pin early by Penguin. However, we're going to see Dark Bear try to get Shino, not going to be successful with the hook. We have a huge little brawl coming out here on the point. Griffin just kind of chilling in the middle of things as we are seeing Penguin just swing away. Aggressive Ryan go. Not even taking no damage, it didn't seem like. Just kind of free to do what he wants. Gonna get 2. Shino, Jimmy, Penguin, each gonna get a couple more kills here as Penguin getting a triple throughout that contest. As well getting some support from the team. Killer not gonna be left out here. Gonna get Fur on the retreat. Castillo pushing up as they're grabbing the point with only 2 as they will be heading into the home stretch, long stretch here on Hollywood, going through our western themed area. We'll see how they can do as they have 5:20 on the clock. Quick push through, very little resistance. As we are going to see Dark Bear though taking out both DPS. Jimmy Dale will be res though on the Ash, so good play by Darth. Nice little res, trying to keep the momentum alive for their team as they do have 5 minutes. They do have some time, even to make a couple of deaths here. So we'll see what these teams can do. Grab out, gonna get 3. Penguin will kill 2 with it as well. Killer gonna finish off the last one. Fur alive due to a nano, but quickly getting cornered. Yeah, no, I don't think that's what you want. Cornered, and Killer will, well, kill him. That's all you gotta do. As Castillo gonna keep 4 on the point. Nice hook by Dark Bear, but even better bubble by Killer. Keeping Penguin alive. Griffin picking off Dark up there as well. Going to stagger out some of these ults the opposition has. And in a game like Overwatch, when ults can matter the most, there you go. Going to get the EMP. Shatter's not going to get none though. However, the 2 people that are EMP'd are low. EMP will help them clear out the point. Darth getting 2. Jimmy Doe nice shooting as well. Taking out the opposing sniper, Anna. Barrier out to help keep the fight going as Dark Bear pulls out the whole hog. Blocked. Bob gonna block off the door once again. They're getting really good at just using Bob to block doors. As that'll help Castillo claim victory 2 maps in a row. They will be taking Hollywood as well. Overall score 2-0 here in our second scrim record. And of course, Shino being the one-man army here on the defensive. Definitely cutting up the opponents here in the Slasher 76 skin. As 1, 2, 3, 4. And they got 1 more. He got 1 more on the retreat. 5 in total in that engagement. Once again, Castillo just sticking together very well, pushing together as a unit, and able to win these close brawls relatively easy. They're being really aggressive. And it seems on the side of Krusty, they can't handle all this aggression that's being pushed onto them. I mean, they're running a lot of Lucio. They've run Lucio on both of their attacks so far, allowing them to speed boost in relatively quickly. And then they just jump onto one opponent. They jump onto that one tank at the front or that one support right near them, dive right on top of them and take them out and move like a swarm. They're just swarming their opponents here at this point. And that's what they really need to keep doing if they want to keep their success going into our third map. The first of two controls that will be played here in the Scrim, Busan. One of the newest map to come out of the world of Overwatch. And I will say, it has some little quirks that make it an interesting map to play on. There we go. I mean, we've seen it time and time again, especially Mecha Base is the one you usually hear about, with its moving walls that can just block ults at ease, if it just so feels like it. So, you know, you have to wait and see what the walls will do. But we're just kind of waiting here, chilling, just chilling. I don't think we're going to be seeing any no, Jordan will be coming in for Jimmy Dale, so we'll be seeing Jordan and Shino coming out on the we're going to be seeing Jesus, my brain went blank. We're going to be seeing Shino and Jordan on the DPS. Kind of an interesting duo we haven't got to see before really in any scrims, whether they're recorded or not. Kind of excited to see what they can do there. On the side of Krusty Crew, we will not be seeing any swaps. Oh yeah, we will. Clorox for pole. There we go. I'm blind. But here we go, Busan, where some more karaoke lines are ready to go on the PTR. Ready to see how that turns out. Beginning here in downtown. Gonna be relaxing there. And we are gonna see, of course, some of the some interesting picks here. It looks like we might see a bit of a dive coming out of the side of Castillo. So will we get to see Shino on the Tracer? Would like to see that. Maybe even Griffin on that Tracer. I'm kinda excited to see where this goes. No, we will see Shino on the Zenyatta. Darth on the Moira. Oh, my throat. On the side of Krusty, looks like we're going to be seeing a bit of McCree action coming from Fur. We're going to see the hook and hold once again by Dark, and this time Sam Pam. McCourta will be on the Reaper, pulling out some DPS here. Clorox and Star will be the supports with Moira Brig respectively. We are seeing dive tanks coming out of the side of Castillo with the, I guess you would say, dive supports. I kind of get Mercy, she might swap that spot eventually. We'll have to wait and see. As Jordan, 2 quick picks. Get 2 quick headshots as well. Castillo early advantages, now they're just diving on Sam. Clorox coming in and try to help save him, but no, Killer will get the pick there. All headshots. Okay, all the headshots is Jordan getting another one. 4 picks by Jordan on the Widow. Jesus. Popping off hard as we're just going to see Castillo setting back up on the high ground, ready to dive down once again and take on their opponents. However, McCourta taking out Jordan early in this one, but getting immediately taken out by Killer, so the fight is even. Never mind, Jordan going to be res back up, so Castillo still has the advantage. Ooh, nice hook by Dark. Gotta get Jordan out in the back lines once again. We're gonna see Griffin though infiltrating the opposition's back. Castillo has grabbed the point first, and they are gaining percent slowly but surely. 33 at the moment. As we are gonna see Killer kind of try to stall for a second. We are seeing the EMP coming out on the back lines. Gonna get a couple. Killer ended up with 2. We are gonna see the point swapped though to Krusty. As Diva Bomb coming in to try to clear him off. Star getting a pick on Griffin. And now just a bit more stall tactic. Gotta get that percent. You know, you just got the point. You really want to try to keep it if you can, for as long as possible. But no, Penguin will get McCourta. Gonna drive up Star, and we'll see another quick swap of the control point back to Castillo. I will say this dive's kind of working even with some of Winston's counters out there, like the Reaper, McCree, and the Hog if you want to count him. I mean, he's doing a really good job. Penguin is on, or just the team as a whole, coordinating this kind of pseudo dive. As we are going to see Jordan come out on the Doomfist, taken out by Fur. 5 ults actually ready for this on the side of Krusty. Just looking for a moment here to use it to take the point. As Shino used some sharp shooting to get Clorox. And now we just got Penguin coming in, helping clean up shop with Killer. There you go. They're just going to clean up with the help of their Sombra, getting the hack on the Reaper. And of course, Castillo not losing anybody in this fight as they do get the res off. 87% past the point of no return, and if Krusty can't get to the point, that is it. This will be the last team fight in this little alley. As Jordan, nice pick on Clorox. We are seeing the Diva Bomb come in by Killer just to secure their position. EMP as well with the trans. You know, all the ults. All the ults coming out on the side of Castillo as they will very, very firmly take map 1. So we are seeing a very, very good workforce here with the pseudo dive-ish comp we're seeing on the side of Castillo, and it looks like they're going to only make one small change to what they ended on, using the Hammond instead. Looks like an exact repeat of their comp from the previous point by Krusty, so we'll have to wait and see how this affects both teams' chances of winning Mecha Base or Wall Block City. As there you go, there's the walls. Hello. Already seeing Chiller going in the back with the Griffin as well. Just kind of hanging around in the back of the Hammond. They're kind of. We are seeing Castillo split up, but they are doing it in a certain way. See, they're just trying to get as much stuff as possible. However, 2 picks by Clorox, making it a third for McQuarta. We are seeing 3 picks for Castillo as well, but they're not able to get to the point. Taken over early this point, going to be by Krusty Crew. So they will get the point first here. Last point they couldn't grab it. Oh my! Nice hook once again by Dark. Doing really good on the hooks there by the Hog. I'll give him credit for that. McQuarta killing Killer and Castillo getting a nice couple of Widow kills by Jordan. We are seeing the fight taken off a point a little bit here by McQuarta and Clorox as Jordan will get a headshot on Star. And we are seeing Castillo trying to take over the point here. As they will get it as they are driving their opponents off the point, getting 3 in the process in the little room. Penguin actually jumping on the Diva this time. Killer on the Winston. Very nice little bit of swap up. As it looks like they're just trying to keep their opponents at bay. Not the worst strategy in the world. That's like, oops, there we go, hit the wall. We do see Trans out on the side of Castillo along with Diva Bomb. On the opposing side, they could have Whole Hog, Death Blossom, Rally, Coalescence, and High Noon relatively soon. EMP and Coalescence are on deck for the opposing team, Castillo. So we're seeing Krusty trying to come in from up high. Trying to go to the point. Early picked on McQuarta, getting sniped out of the way. As now we're seeing Jordan get another pick on Clorox. Griffin, Shino taking out 2 as well. Dark will get at least 1 though for Team Krusty before Sampam's taken out here on the Rhine. I will say this kind of pseudo dive strat is working very well, just in the fact of their opponents are unable to come in at their pace that they want. Is they stick together. Well, normally that is what counters dive. We are seeing the dive work in just such a way as, well, 1 EMP comes out there, and even with that Death Blossom getting destroyed there with the trans, we will see Castillo once again. There you go, just splitting apart the opposing team, taking out the major pieces and knocking them separate. And once they knock them separate, immediately jumping down on them and taking them out swiftly. That's what you got to do with the dive. Coordination. You got to be able to target your opponents so you can get all the damage in at one time. Just trying to take out your opponents here. As we are going to see Krusty Crew lining up. They only have 7% to get to the point. We'll have to wait and see what they can do. Nice charge by Sam up top. Gonna get Jordan. coming in here with the coalescence to help back him, but no, distracted just long enough by Griffin, as Castillo will take our first 3 maps here of the Scrim, making it 3-0 in their favor. Penguin deserving here of the play of the game here on our 3rd map, playing that wonderful Winston into several dive counters. I will say he did a really good job at being the tip of the spear in a sense, as he needed to be in this dive, being the one to help kind of coordinate where the opponent or their teammates went and creating that space early for the dive tanks to get in there to help their team. And of course, you can't forget the supports in that dive comp, being Shino and Darth, keeping up their team throughout the fight. And of course, Shino dropping the discords on whoever needed it, whoever's getting targeted by the tanks, to help burst them down swiftly. We will be entering map 4. Which will be our payload. Solely payload, no hybrid. It'll be Gibraltar. One of the most high ground infested maps in the game. So much high ground, so little time. We have seen, at least in our last scrim, we saw a bit of the bit of the dive worked in here. As we're kind of just waiting a little bit here for some subs and whatever needs to be made. Some people that I kind of want to look out for here in the last 2 maps, I gotta say, are Darth. Really doing a good job on the support, actually being the main driving healing force for a good chunk of it, especially with those reses at key moments, keeping the tempo in the favor of the Calamity. As we are going to see Jordan and Jimmy Dale coming in as the DPS duo here, with Shino heading to the bench. I wonder if we're going to see Pole come back in and for who. I kind of wonder. But on the side of the Krusty crew, they are getting better as the maps go on. It looks like they are a bit more coordinated. I do just want to keep an eye on their coordination as a whole entering this next part. It just seems Castillo is able to be more aggressive against this team, and they're able to jump on them a lot sooner than they anticipate. Like, Calamity's just able to jump onto the Krusty crew swiftly and take out targets in less time than they can call it out. So they are getting beat pretty quickly in that department, as we're seeing a lot of first picks and fights going in the favor of Castillo. So we'll have to wait and see how that continues to play out, if it does, here on map number 4, Watch Point Gibraltar. Bear will be coming out here for Pole God, so I'm kind of wondering how that'll mix up Krusty Crew's plans here entering map 4. We'll have to wait and see, as they will be on the attack first. There we go, my throat. Here we go, map 4. 3-0 favor of Castillo Calamity. We will see how this turns out for them in our pre-test season scrims number 2. And of course, there's a lot of high ground on this map. Bam, bam, right across the way. And I mean, just high ground everywhere and anywhere you can imagine. A sniper's paradise. So I almost would be guaranteed if we see some Widow, maybe some Ash coming out here. Potentially Hanzo? That'd be kind of interesting to see. Of course, dive can also be very effective with the open space it has for the most part on the first 2 points. Going into the third as well on the defensive end. However, it does look like on our attacking team's side, we will be seeing a Rhine Diva comp. One with Mercy, Zenny, Soldier, and Widow. Nice little combination of peoples there. Let's see. On the defensive side, we're going to be seeing the Symmetra coming out of Darth, along with the Jordan on the Genji. We're going to see Rhine, Zarya there, and we are going to see Jimmy, Dale, and Griffin on the heals, Mercy, Moira, respectively. So we'll have to wait and see what they can do. Just to keep their team alive. So, got a lot of sniper action early on. That might change throughout. We'll have to wait and see, as Pole is currently the only sniper we have out on the battlefield. I do like how quickly we are going to see Krusty crew jump on this payload and start getting it moving. That's what you need to do, getting rid of the turrets quickly as well. Not losing anybody quite yet now. First contestant of the game. Darth's going to get a pick. McQuarta, though, will instantly get the res and is immediately taken out as well. Sam Pam, though, will get Darth. So there goes one. Oh, and there goes Sam Pam. Will get his opposing Ryan. However, Jimmy Dale will get a res. A couple more picks throughout this fight. The numbers are in the favor here of Castillo, keeping 4. Oh, sorry, 3 as the rest of the team comes back. Krusty crew does have a little bit of an advantage with the short spawns. We'll have to wait and see what they can do with it. We are seeing the Dragon Blade come up, and the back lines are going to get 1. Oh, McQuarta. Jumping back. Maybe looking for the rest. I don't know. As Corlux Chugger will get the opposing Mercy, so no res for Castillo if they lose anybody. They're walking all the way back from spawn. If they can get a pick here, but no killer. Instead, taking out Sam. Star removed from mech. McQuarta down. Jordan trying to go through the spawn door. Can't do that and will be a casualty, but Darth will get Clorox as well. So that's 3 down in the favor of Castillo. They've been very strong in the defensive. We're not seeing a lot of, I guess, fight wins here on the side of Krusty crew throughout this whole matchup here. I mean, they just aren't able to do much. As soon as it looks like they're starting to get something going, 3 picks coming on the side of Castillo, 1 or 2. And then it just changes the whole map around. There you go. Jordan going to get 1. Killer getting 1. Killer and Darth getting some more. Make it Jordan getting 5. And there you go. That's what I'm talking about right there. As soon as it seems like they're about to be able to get something going, they're immediately shut down by 1 or 2 picks. And it just snowballs from there. That is pretty hard to see here on the side of this team. Rev, Shatter. Oh my, oh, a bunch of ults. 3 kills going in favor of Castillo. They're using all their ults. We are going to see Clorox use the tag visor in the back of the opponent's team. When everything else was falling apart there, they'd already lost 3, 4 by the time the tag visor came out. I don't know if that was just to get a swap. Looks like it was. But didn't hope to cause any as you already lost too many. Shatter and Dragon Blade coming out. 1 going down, but it's only by Penguin. Jordan gonna hit a couple, but not get anything going. We'll take out Sam though, so the main tank's gone. McQuarta getting the res on pole. So Krusty still has 5. Never mind, make it back to 4 as the respawns will be coming in shortly. However, Darth quickly getting a pick on pole. Jordan getting 2 there. Killer getting 1. Penguin getting another. And this Death Bally style team here of Castillo not allowing any progress of the payload on the side of Krusty. Hailed, at least at this point, there you go, with the turns coming out of the ball, and 3 more picks, why not? Go for it, lads. Dragon Blade coming out to get 1 as well. Gonna try to jump in with the turns help, try to get another, but no. Instead, we are gonna see Sam Pam jump on the payload. Quickly taken out, and that's going to be a rip on the... No, never mind, we are gonna have some contention by McQuarta on the Lucio. See what they can do. Let's see, can she get something? No. Stalling just long enough to try to get something on, but no, instead, the last one to be able to touch, which would have been Star, pinned firmly in the back wall. So, stuck just at the beginning of the bridge. Not a great offensive effort on the side of Krusty. They just have some issues getting out of the spawn. Lots of good defensive play on the side of Castillo Calamity. So they don't have very far to go. Only 45.37 meters from spawn, which will be, once the assemble hero screen is up, it'll be right about here. I don't know actually. I think it's gonna be like right about, maybe right about there. We'll see. As that wasn't very far they got to go. That also means Castillo doesn't have very far to go. There it goes, right down there on the bottom right of the bridge. Not the longest push in the world by any stretch of the imagination, but it can be tricky to get. We have seen teams have trouble pushing through this part of the map before. Looks like on the side of Castillo, we are going to be seeing a Torbjorn. Hey, I'm always down for an attack Torb. With dive tanks, Mercy, Lucio. Pretty nice combination of characters there. We are going to be seeing the Sim on the Krusty Crew side, running the McCree, along with a Zarya, Rhine, Mercy, Moira. They got to hold it very well here. 4 minutes to get 45.37 meters. We'll have to see how far they can go on the side of Castillo. They already have a dive going in up top. Fight quickly, one apiece going down. Make it 2 in favor of Krusty Crew, though. Going to get the Mercy as well. However, they already lost 2. They don't have a lot of time to contest, so if they keep losing people, Jordan going to get 2. We're seeing Darth and Killer get behind the Zarya, which is Star. McCourta, last one alive here to protect the point. Nope, quickly knocked off. Going to get 3 on the payload. And the sit down by Killer as the payload makes it short little journey under the bridge for another Castillo Calamity win, 4-0 in their favor. Griffin getting to play the game as well, and I will say, whatever Calamity is doing on these attacks, they're just coming in so aggressively. Literally, even in that first fight where it looked like we were going to be seeing a pretty, it was going in at the beginning, but then as soon as we saw that dive re-coordinate, we quickly saw 3 picks on the high ground and the lone survivor there on the payload obliterated. Castillo has definitely done some homework on where and how to target people in this dive-ish comp, and it's working very, very well. They've been running it the last 2 maps with that one, so I mean, they're having some issues. At least on the side of Krusty, trying to stop that. However, we will be entering our final map here of the day of Krusty versus Castillo. We will be having our 5th map going to be, should be, is it no, it's Oasis, my bad. Oasis. If we have enough to run it. I don't know if we will. Did you gonna type a message? Oh, we're gonna wait and see if they can pull in 2 of our spectators. They do have 1 sitting in specs for their team. They need 1 more, so they could do 1 more map. Oasis is a fun map. I will not lie, it's pretty good to play. Well, even though I'm not the greatest at that. But, I'm kind of intrigued with what we've seen of both teams so far entering this last map. I mean, we did see some problems coming out of Krusty. They were trying their best for certain. They just kind of got separated really easily. And once it did, Calamity just jumped down on the nearest person that was alone and what was basically like a pack of sharks. They didn't give them any chance or breathing room to get out of those bad situations. And it's just, had no chance, but we will be seeing 2 sub-ins on the part of Krusty Crew. Their Roadhog, I'm assuming, the Roadhoggy boy that we've been seeing, Dark Bear, and Busan Weeamoo's own Apple Juice, going to be a fill-in here for the last map for the Krusty Crew. Kind of interested to see how these pieces coming in, especially Apple that hasn't played any of the maps yet. Just kind of being a spectator will help balance things out and help Krusty Crew get their first map win here on Oasis. Map number 5 of Castillo Calamity versus the Krusty Crew. 4-0 in favor of the Calamity. We are just waiting now for the match to start. Make sure everybody's there. And once they are, I don't know. As we were sitting here, woohoo. We'll say we are seeing a good bit of gameplay from both teams. A little, definitely a changed Castillo after they made a good bit of trades here to get some new pieces. Some of those being Jimmy and Penguin. I will say they're doing very well for themselves here, and I believe this is, well, the first recorded scrim for them, so we'll have to wait and see how that goes. However, we will be seeing, of course, a second control map. Last time we were on one of these, very dominant victory on the side of Castillo, 200% to about 16, if I remember right. So it was, Castillo's very effective on these maps just for one reason only. They really, well, not even one reason only, it's just what they ran, being that super aggressive brawl. They pushed straight to the point and brought it out effectively. They knew who to target and when to target them, how to take them out, and who to focus. And really, if you can do that on a control, even having to play the dive comp they ran there with 2 counters to Winston, trying to take him out, they still were able to manage to work around it, get the picks they needed with their picks, and were able to take that map. So let's see if they can do something similar here. Reinzar, Ash, double snipers. We will see with the Genji Moira on the side of Castillo. On the other side, we'll be seeing Reinzar, Junk, Moira, Lucio, and Tracer. A little bit of an interesting one. Maybe going to try to get into the back lines to get the Ana. We'll have to wait and see as we push forward here. Early on as, oof. Star nearly taken out early. Instead, it's going to be Apple Juice getting the nice first pick here for Krusty. Oh, and then the charge after onto the Ana. And now it's just evolving from here. We are seeing, just like on the second map of Busan, which was Mecha Base, we will be seeing Krusty Crew take possession of the map first. So they'll be starting to get some percentage early, and, well, hopefully for a good little bit. We'll have to wait and see how well they can hold this point. Already though, Dragon Blade almost completed. Shino swapping to the Brig just to help break through that shield a little bit. We'll have to wait and see. As Killer quickly pushing and gonna get some nice charge. Jordan jumping in as well. Calamity kind of holding back a little bit, looking for their spot. It looks like, as we are seeing Ash come up on the right side, taken out by Dark Bear. So another early pick here on the side of Krusty Crew. However, Penguin will fire back, getting Sam Pam, taking out the off tank. Polga gonna charge in, gonna get nothing but the wall. Jordan getting a pick on Pole as soon as he charged. Penguin coming in trying to grab someone. Just getting back to the team. Now Dragons and the Coalescence. So we're going to see Jordan getting 2. And Griffin will finish off the last one with Coalescence. Pokeball comes out and gets none, as possession will swap to the Calamity. Alright, over halfway here for Krusty. Nice job. And if they do get the point again, they'll be at least able to get to about 65-70%. Getting them closer and closer to that zone of no return. So we'll have to wait and see what they can do with that. As Penguin Nice shatter opportunity. Gonna get two. Riptire though coming out on the side of Krusty Crew, coming from behind the point. Oh, they're gonna see it last second. Pigwood will block it though. Star will take out Ash. Grab is out. Gonna grab two on the side of Castillo. Charge will finish off the second. Shino will get Star with the Flail of Death. And we're gonna see Castillo just holding firm. 40% in their favor here, as they are slowly making their way up to being tied with their opponents, as they're now pushing forward a bit and into the little small zone between the two teams, between the middle and the two teams. Another grab out, gonna get three. Fur getting two, however Castillo gonna get two as well, but Bob coming out on their end, firing away, gonna get shattered. Ouchie, Bob. Now he's just in the plants. Hello, Bob. Hanging out in the plants, gonna help Castillo saw for a little bit longer. However, Castillo 69%. So close, but they will drop the point, and we will quickly see Krusty Crew take over percentage-wise once again. For Alligatron though, early pick on Jordan. Nice pick. Oh, gonna get Penguin Guy as well. Charge. Oh, there you go. Nice charge long into your own backline. That's where you want to be if you gotta go for a long charge. 85% grabbed right now, as that's the point of no return. Krusty Crew can win this fight, stagger out their opponents. They may have just claimed victory here on map 1 of Oasis, but we are going to be seeing Jordan pop off here on the Dragon Blade opportunity. We'll only get one. Jimmy will get Pole and Dark Bear with the Pharah. Overtime is held here, as we will be seeing Krusty Crew. They have 99%. Even if they lose the fight now, they just gotta win one more beyond this point. Tried by Penguin will only boop Sam up into the air. Gonna get bubbled, but not last long. As we are gonna see the Krusty Crew regroup and try to push back in. They have two ults, almost three if they can get Shatter early in this one. Coalesce the Shatter on the other side as well. So both teams have each of those ults lined up. Barrier is actually really close for Krusty Crew, and Gravis as well. They could come in with 5 ults. On the side of Calamity, we could see up to 3. As Sam just getting berated there. Tire coming out and going to get Jordan, as we are going to see Krusty Crew come in with the beat drop. Charge, says Pole. Oh, Star going to get 1, so this, there you go. Grab as well on the side of Krusty. May not get anybody, but Star going to pop off and get 2. Barrage coming in, going to get none, but instead we'll get the Pharah killed. Griffin trying to survive here with their main tank being killer on their Winston. Star going to get 3 in the fight. Fur going to get Jordan on the Doom Feast. Last man standing, killer with the primal. Oh, Shadow coming out on the Calamity side. We'll get 2. No picks though, as the 2 main tanks still fighting for their lives. As we will be seeing most of these teams coming back. Calamity should be coming back any moment now. There they are, starting to trickle back in. Krusty Crew not able to stop the Winston. There he goes. He's finally down. They will not be able to capture quite yet. The stagger is strong in these ones. Okay, there you go. Jordan actually gonna get a pick out of this though for his team. Shino running around on the Lucio. Jordan will get the only pick though, as we are going to now see the hamster. Penguin guy tried to do something. Nope, shut down real quick. Finally captured by Krusty Crew, and they will take map 1. Okay, that was a little... I like it. We're seeing some different things coming out of the Krusty Crew here. They are actually going to be taking map 1 of Oasis. Actually holding strong there on that first point. I mean, the stagger there at the end had me a bit worried, as both teams were at 99%. That would determine it. It did seem they had some problems finishing off the Winston. But as soon as they did get everybody else that came their way though. I will say they hit all the little squishy boys that came flying around on the point there. Even with the primal, you know, I think they got a good chance here. I'll still be running an identical comp to the one they just ran on the side of Calamity. We'll be seeing dive. Just straight up dive. Unless you know, old school dive with the Lucio. So I'll have to wait and see what they can do with this here. Quickly for Alligatron, gonna take out Penguin guy. So there goes your main tank. Oh, gonna get Jimmy Dale as well with the nice pin. Is gonna be Pole. So 2 early picks on the side of the Krusty crew, and there you go, just quickly wiping the floor now. There you go. Priority targeting is in play. Woo! Ryan going flying through the middle gate as Dark Bear will get the Shino as well. So just like the last 2 control points before it, we will be seeing Krusty crew take first advantage. 1-1 in this scenario so far in this game. Shatter already by Pole, got 3! And they are going to get 2 on the follow-up. Knocking Calamity back to spawn. Pole charging in deep though with the bubble as Griffin will get both supports of the opposing team of the Krusty crew. As there you go, now they're able to dive back in. They have an advantage. No healers to keep the tanks up. There goes another one. However, now it's a fight for the percent. As Star is trying to survive with the Tracer, getting the pulse out, not going to get none. Killer instead getting 2 for his team. Jordan going to get Star. I think that may be it unless we see this Krusty crew team aggress on it as they're Lucio. Apple just trying to do what he can to keep percent. It's working, 55. Nice charge by Pole. We'll get Jordan, however, Apple now goes down. Pole's living. Gonna get 2 with him, though. Gonna get the Mercy. So they don't have res in this fight. Castillo. Griffin is swapped to the Soldier. We got a Diva Bomb coming out on the side of the Calamity. And then we'll get nothing but clear their opponents off the point. Long enough for them to grab. However, Krusty crew has a lot of ults coming in, while we do have 3 on the side of Castillo being Beat Drop, Primal, and the Dragon Blade. We do have, well, would have been 5 here almost on the side of the Krusty crew. They will be getting shattered shortly. Jordan going for the Dragon Blade, getting solo grab, not a bad idea. Keeping him from doing much damage in that regard. Then of course you have the Winston diving down into the opponents in the back line. We'll go Primal just to stay alive. Pull, however, will help take out Killer. Oh, and the Primal Winston caught Jimmy Dale trying to escape here with her life. Not going to get it. And all they can do left is Calamity moving back to point. 2 nice picks there. Each coming from Sam and Pole apiece. The tank duo getting a pair of kills. Right now we do have the Krusty crew getting to the point of no return. They won the next team fight. They almost can secure victory here on this second point Oasis. And that will secure the Scrim, at least 1 map for them. As we are going to be seeing the Far coming out again, this time though run by Jordan McKenzie. Beat Drop on the side of Calamity. We'll see what they could do with it. Killer getting an early pick. Apple getting a pick on Griffin though. So 5-5 early on. We do have the Coalescence out on the side of Krusty crew. Another pick coming out. Shatter, Coalescence, Attack Visor. Jesus, Griffin getting 2. Most of any of the ults used in that fight, and I think that will firmly put it in the favor of Castillo here, at least for a bit more percent. Okay, so Krusty crew, they have to regroup here. They got 3 ults, either have or will be getting shortly in this fight. We all know Junkrat Tire gets up really quick. Beat Drop comes up really quick just from the heals. And Pulse Bomb could actually get up in this fight as well, even though it's at 27%. It comes up really, really fast. Here we go. Barrage coming in with the boost. Going to get 2. Sam Pam, though, going to take out Jordan. However, they're still down 2 on the side of Krusty trying to come to this fight. And the res as well going to get booped away. Almost got the fire back there, Castillo. So close. So they're still down to 5. We have 3 ults on the side of the Krusty crew. Sam Pam going to get Griffin, though, as they're still waiting for their other DPS to come back in. So it's technically 4v6. Diva Bomb flying in by Killer over the top. Gonna get none. Riptire coming out instead. Gonna just kind of fly around the point. Oh, gonna get the Pharah! And the res will be coming out on that side with the Vought Mercy. Primal as well coming out by the Winston. Woo, just beating up on the tanks here. Which Pole getting bubbled as he can escape here. Killer getting Dark Bear. Both teams at 99% chance. Sam Pam with the grab. Already getting 2. Gonna try to make it 3. Yep, gonna get 3. Going for the Diva as well. Just fighting for his life here. No, he's down. Apple instead gonna be the one to try to stall on the Lucio. Wall ride, little man. Wall ride. As we are seeing Krusty Crew come back here, they do have 2 Soldier Junkrat coming in. There you go, their Moira's back as well. They have 4. They have some numbers in their favor, but no. Sheena will not be able to get the beat drop, but for the price of 1, Krusty Crew will drop 4. Make it 5, as we will see Castillo not going down without a fight here on this last map. Tying it up 1-1. Both of these maps on Oasis going to 99-99. I'm impressed. You know, this is a difference from the first control point we saw where Castillo nearly just ran away with it. Now we're seeing these very heavily contested fights here on the points. Just 99%, 99% both times. Maybe we can make it a beautiful trilogy here on Oasis. We'll have to wait and see. But here go both teams running similar comps to what they ended off on the last time, except Griffin will be swapping to the Ashe instead of the Soldier. So still a bit of hit scan, double hit scan there. Jordan on the McCree. We are going to be seeing Krusty Crew though also pulling out the Ashe, bringing in Starfaz on that. So we'll have to wait and see what they can do as early point control, at least presence-wise, will be going to the Krusty Crew. They're just going to be trying to hold their opponent off the point so they can grab it early. Fight going here as Ferg trying to flank around a little bit to get some nice little damage. As we are seeing Krusty Crew push off the point a bit. Don't forget to cap it now. There you go. They will cap it. Early possession once again. All 3 maps here on Oasis they've grabbed. 1 and 2 overall in the scrim when they've claimed the point first. Battle of the Ashe will begin with Star winning their first engagement. Sniper warfare is the longest warfare, at least distance-wise. Jordan already getting the headshot and already getting the high noon. Oh, but I just realized one of Castillo's dropped, which was Penguin. So they are playing 5v6 almost at all times. Yeah, I hate to see that happen in the middle of the game. Hopefully he can get back soon before the end of the point. I'll have to wait and see what Castillo can do in the meantime. Though, there's a grab coming out. Going to solo grab Shino. They do have 2 ults at the moment. Only running the 1 tank. There you go. Killer swapping to the Orisa. Needs to play the solo main tank. You can do that pretty effectively on the main tank role. However, the numbers advantage is always in the favor of Krusty now. That's what you have to think when someone disconnects. They have a permanent 6v5. Now it's a 5v5. It's now suddenly even. Once again, as the Valk coming out with a power boost. But uses lots of old barriers on both sides. So both teams have a lot of health to work with here. Griffin will be getting Bob shortly. So maybe we'll get to see him. There you go. We'll be seeing Bob do something. Shatter coming out by Pole. Going to get at least 1. Coalescence by Dark Bear as well. Just going to help clean up 2. Ooh, Griffin will get at least 1 being Pole. But beyond that, Krusty Crew dominantly taking over this point. Using the numbers advantage to, well, take advantage. You're taking advantage of the dropped tank here, giving them the edge of a 5v6. Apple Juice going to get the pick on Killer. We're going to see Shino, there you go, getting to the point with the Lucio speed. High noon by Jordan will only get 1 being the Moira, but that's less heals. Bob coming out in the back corner for Krusty Crew. As you really see the hate of map end like that after how close it was throughout. With the drop of their main tank, we will be seeing Castillo dropping their first and only map of the scrim here, making it 4-1 overall in their favor. However, Krusty Crew, after a hard-fought set of maps, will take home Oasis. I will say, very good scrim by both teams. Got to see a lot of interesting stuff run by both. Actually, a lot of dive on the part of Castillo was something I noticed throughout, especially with Penguin Guy running that main tank. I will say that was a really good matchup throughout. Is Nani? Why are we heading back to Oasis? I have no idea. Okay, there we go. We're back to lobby. I was so confused. But, final score here for those watching the scrim. 4-1 favor Castillo Calamity. Very good game between both teams, and I'm really excited to see them in the upcoming test season, which will be beginning the week of the 27th. That's when our league weeks start, Tuesdays. So keep an eye on the YouTube channel after that. Of course, if you're in the Discord, we got some nice activities that should be coming up throughout. Maybe some more scrims and maybe some mini games. We'll have to wait and see. But for this scrim, we are done. So I've been your host, Chubby5544, and from the Overwatch League of Champions, we will see you next time.